going on? Yo, what is up? How is it going? How is it hanging? How are we feeling today? How are we doing? What is up? And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Lord have mercy. This fat loser is back on my YouTube screen about to hit me with another lame mock draft or another Fernando Mendoza criticism video. But I'm here to put all that to bed. Because no, today we will not be doing a mock draft at all. I will not sit here and make the same 32 picks that I've been making. Y'all saw my mock draft 6.0. There'll probably be a mock draft in the maybe one or two more in the next week or so. I mean, of course, there's going to be some as we get closer to game day. But folks, this is why I'm here. I am here because I've been seeing the famous people on YouTube, the famous sports talking heads like myself, doing a video where they break down and react to other people's mock drafts. And I thought, what a brilliant idea. So go ahead and do what you were doing. Pull your cheese bread from your favorite pizza spot out the microwave. Pop a couple bags of popcorn. Crack open a soda and sit down in front of your computer, get on your phone, put it on the TV, let's get it done. So the first mock draft we're going to be breaking down today is Pete Schrager's, because that just came out and everyone's tweaking about this guy making a mock draft because he only does apparently like 2 every year. So he did 1 round, 32 picks, let's break it down. Is anybody shocked about Fernando Mendoza? No. I'll tell you if something is shocking. This right here is shocking. And his argument is brilliant, and I sort of tend to agree with him, but the New York Jets and Aaron Glenn they need the best possible pick in the draft to save Aaron Glenn from being fired. And David Bailey's not the best. He is one of the best, but the best pick is Arvell Reese. He's an athlete. He's a freak. He's a monster. New York Jets need to make a splash so that their entire fan base forgets how bad their team is going to be next year. And that is with Arvell Reese. But Pete has the Jets taking David Bailey. Okay. Arvell Reese to the Cardinals is a disastrous pick. Offensive-minded coach. No structure at all on either side of the ball. To take Arvell Reese would be like, I mean, I don't even know. The Cardinals would do this if this is how it shook down, but I much more would rather have a safe pick like Francis Magoa. But anyway, Jeremiah Love, not a shocker. Francis Magoa to the Giants. See, this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. I like this pick. The Giants can calm down, build a sustainable future around Jackson Dart, and get one of arguably the best tackle in the draft, Francis Mauigoa. I love this pick. Now this is slop. Give me a second. I got to turn on my light. The Cleveland Browns wasting their 6th overall pick on Spencer Fano is the biggest pile of slop I have ever witnessed on this planet Earth. That's crazy. Carnell Tate. I'm trying to think of who else is there at that point other than Carnell Tate. You should be taking Carnell Tate. You should be taking Sonny Styles. You should be taking, I don't know, maybe Ruben Bain, but like you have an edge rusher. So like think corner, Caleb Downs, think safety. Literally, I mean, the Browns do not need to worry about their defense. But to take a tackle at 6 for the Browns is preposterous. Pick 7, Sonny Styles to the Commanders would just be absolute cinema. The Commanders, if you watched my Script is In video, I believe that they're going to be the worst team in the NFL next year. But Sonny Styles is a great start. Oh my goodness. So I think that's a great place to start. Number 8, Ruben Bain, not really a shocker. I mean, a Ruben Bain on the Saints would be ugly. That would be so bad. That would be like, I'd be scared. Jordan Tyson to the Chiefs is just slop. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I think the Chiefs need to go defense. They need to think about replacing their pieces. They could reach and get Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end, to replace him. I think that this is just slop. I think that this pick is slop. Mansour Delane to Cincinnati, no one's shocked about that. For Carnell Tate to be at pick 11, okay. For Carnell Tate to have fallen to pick 11 is absolutely insane to me. But going to the Dolphins makes a lot of sense because the Dolphins need to lock in. They need to lock in and achieve greatness because they traded everyone away. Tyreek Hill, gone, released. Jalen Waddle, traded. They got Devon Achane and some dude named Parker Washington. Lock in. Caleb Downs to the Cowboys would be... Oh my gosh, my analysts are so mad. Caleb Downs to the Cowboys would be the biggest robbery of the night. Hands down, I don't care. That would be insane. The Cowboys might be good enough to go 500, 50% next season. Rams taking a wide receiver is kind of slop to me. I'd much rather see Spencer Fano go down here to them. But, you know, it is what it is. This is slop. I mean, it makes sense, but, like, I'm not even thinking about this. Like, this is why I want to react to mock drafts, because I'm not even thinking about that. Isaiah Likely's gone, and Mark Andrews is clearly a bum. I mean, that makes sense, but, I mean, I would much rather look to add to the defense or a wide, like, Mekhi Lemon here, but he's gone off the board in this one. Tramon McCoy makes sense. Omar Cooper Jr. at 16, kind of crazy. That's a big swing, but those are two really solid pieces going into next year. So that's not bad. Vega, I think that's a beautiful pick for them. I think that's actually a really good pick. I think that's one of the few picks I actually, like, agree with. Not it makes sense, not it's slop, but, like, I actually agree with is that one. So that makes sense. That's good. I agree with that pick. I also agree with this pick. This is going to happen. But the fact that Dylan Thieneman's not off this board yet, right? Yeah, he's not off this board yet. So they're saying Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is going to go before Dylan Thieneman. I really don't know who Dylan Thieneman's going to go to. But if Dylan Thieneman is still there, I don't think you take Warren. I think you take Thieneman. Monroe Freeling to the Panthers. I think that's a waste of a pick. I think that the Panthers have a pretty decent O-line already. They should go and try and get a playmaker. I mean, it protects Bryce Young for the foreseeable future, but at the same time, it's like the Panthers are at a spot where they don't have to be, like, super crazy with it, and for them to be like, oh, we're going to just take a safe Monroe Freeling pick, that's slop. Akeem Mesidor to the Cowboys. The Cowboys have the best draft class of the night so far. Caleb Downs and Akeem Mesidor is insane. Insane. W picks for Pete and this guy right here. That's insanity. TJ Parker off the board at 21, slop. This is just slop. TJ Parker's off the board? Why would he go off the board at 21? Especially to the Steelers, who need to be thinking complete rebuild mode. This is slop. Los Angeles Chargers take Blake Miller. Okay, that makes sense. Philadelphia Eagles take Denzel Boston. Okay, that makes sense, especially with A.J. Brown's uncertainty. KC Concepcion. Oh, they took Spencer Fano. Okay, I see it, but at the same time, I would have rather flipped it. Like, up here, up there, they take Carnell Tate, and down here, they take Caden Proctor. Which, this is slop! What am I looking at right now? No, I'm genuinely mad. What am I looking at? Dude, hang on. No, okay. I am genuinely flabbergasted right now. Dude. The Bears. Okay, sure. Drew Dolman retires, and Ozzie Trapillo's not looking good coming out of injury next year. Okay, I get that. We re-signed Braxton Jones for a reason. Our defense has more holes in it than a slice of Swiss cheese. We lost 3 safeties, a corner. Our D-line was already abysmal as it is. Grady Jarrett's old enough to be my dad. And Javon Dexter Sr. cannot single-handedly rush 5 O-linemen every single down of every single game. For Pete, more like Pete the Cheat, to sit here and put this slop on my screen. Caden Proctor with the 25th overall pick when Caden McDonald is still there, Kendrick Falk is still there, literally any other defensive piece in the United States is still there, and we're wasting our 25th overall pick with this utter slop. This Alabama guy, 358 pounds. Dude, no thank you, absolutely not. I do not want this guy. If the Bears draft an O-lineman when our defense is... Dylan Thieneman is still there. Dylan Thieneman is still on the draft board. This is utter disgusting slop. ESPN should fire Pete Schrager just for this mock draft. This is slop. I don't ever want to see this again. This guy has a terrible take. Caden McDonald, I've projected him to go there. That makes sense. Caleb Lomu, okay. The analysts are freaking out just like me. Houston Texans get a tackle. I think they'd be better off getting a defensive interior guy like Peter Woods or Caleb Banks, but I mean, okay. Colton Hood, this is a good pick here. I think that they definitely need to address the secondary a lot. This is the steal. This might be the steal of the night, to be honest. This right here might be the steal of the night. Dylan Thieneman going 30th to the Miami Dolphins. Slop. It's slop. 31, some guard out of Georgia Tech that's like 80th overall in the ranks. And then Jadarian Price, a running back. This is just, oh man. Yo, Pete, okay. Before I go to the next one, because I have 3 more lined up, as you can see, one from CBS, one from NFL Network, and one from Barstool Sports. Pete Schrager, I'm going to give your mock draft, like, okay, with taking the Bears out of it, because if I were including the Bears, you'd get an F. Taking the Bears out of it, I'd say this is about a B. You have really good picks. This is, like, really good, okay? Basically, from here, Caden Proctor up is good. Casey Concepcion's a reach. Denzel Boston, okay. Like, you know, TJ Parker's a reach. But, like, so really from 20 to 1 makes a lot of sense, okay? But then you just were, like, getting bored, or your eyes were getting tired, or you were just trying to rage bait fans around the NFL. And from here down was just pure...
Hope everyone enjoys it here. Please follow the stream.
Sorry about that. Basically from Caden Proctor down, you were basically trying to rage bait all these football fans, and it's just slop. It's just slop. So, solid B. Good, but not that great. Okay, CBS. Mock Draft 5.0. It came out 3 hours ago. Let's take a look. Not really surprising for Fernando Mendoza. Arvell Reese, see, I like this a lot more. Already, I'm liking this a lot more. I like this pick. Francis Mauigoa, I like this pick. David Bailey off the board at 4. This is interesting. I can definitely see this. Jeffrey Simmons is about the only good person you have on the defensive side of the ball. I do like this pick. It's very interesting. Carnell Tate at 5 makes a lot of sense. Wan'Dale Robinson's gone, and Malik Neighbors, we don't know what's going to happen to him when he comes back. Spencer, dude, why is everyone projecting Spencer Fano to go 6? To the Cardinal, to these guys, to the Browns. That's dumb. That's slop. I mean, I guess you could make the argument because Carnell Tate's gone, but like, I don't know. Seems weird to me. Jeremiah Love at 7, okay. That makes sense. Caleb Downs at 8 would be, I mean, that's right more around where I think he'd go, and he wouldn't fall as 12 this time. Sonny Styles to Kansas City is just that. I mean, that's really good. That's a really good pick. That's interesting, but that would be scary. Jermon McCoy over Mansour Delane's kind of interesting, especially with the injury, but he had a really good pro day, so I guess that makes sense. Mansour Delane, wait. Did Ruben Bain even go off the board in Pete Traeger's draft? I don't remember Ruben Bain even off the board. Hang on. I fear I might throw a blood clot. I feel like I might like have a stroke. I'm genuinely lightheaded right now. At pick 25 on the NFL 2026 NFL drafts, round 1, Thursday night. I swear on everything I love, my house, my fiance, my dogs, my family. Why? At pick 25, the Chicago Bears have the opportunity to draft Ruben Bain Jr., a top 5 projected player. We're going to settle for Caden Proctor. On everything I love, I would genuinely freak out. I would genuinely tweak. It might involve me running through the streets screaming and getting arrested. Not actually. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Ruben Bain wasn't even off the board in round 1 in Pete Schrager's draft. Unless I'm, like, really just forgetting. That would be insane if the Bears get Ruben Bain. Anyways, next. Makai Lemon. Okay, that makes sense. Again, it's a little weird. I really wish they'd go for a tackle here. But, okay. Vega at 14 is an interesting pick. Akeem Mesidor at 15, very interesting. Makes sense and does make sense, I suppose. Jordan Tyson at 16, okay, especially with Arvell Reese, that's pretty good. Caden Proctor off the board at 17 and Dylan Thieneman off the board at 18. I'm liking this draft because we're addressing needs. The Lions desperately need to replace a tackle, and the Vikings need another amazing white safety. Harrison Smith is 37 years old, on the way out. And Dylan Thieneman's on the way in. Kenyon Sadiq at 19. I love that pick. I really think it should happen. Holy smokes. I mean, this is slop. The Cowboys with the 20th overall pick are going to take Jacob Rodriguez. A second or third round prospect. Or we're going to take Jacob Rodriguez. I mean, it really makes sense for the Cowboys because they're cheeks. Who's at 21? Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Interesting pick. Cassius Howell at 22. Monroe Freeling at 23. Okay. I'm going to scroll down, and if I see any sort of slop on my screen, I'm going to freak out. I like both of these picks. The Eagles one's a little bit like safe. I think. I mean, yes, you're preparing for the future, but you could also like be a little bit more aggressive. Aggressive. I really like the Chargers pick with Cassius Howell. Omar Cooper Jr. is a really good pick. I like that one for them. This is slap! Am I missing something? Are my brains spilling out of my head? Did I not watch the same football games last year that all these people watched? The Bears defense choked time and time and time and time again. Over and over. We let Joe Flacco and the gosh darn Bengals go throw for 40-something points, 6 touchdowns. The best game we've seen from Joe Flacco in his career at 41 years old. And we are worried about getting some slop tackle with the 25th. TJ Parker, Kendrick Falk, Emmanuel McNeils-Warren's gone. Caden McDonald. Literally, what are we doing? I'm so sick of this. Why is Caleb Lomu on my screen? I'm done. Kendrick Falk at 26. That's a good pick. Blake Miller, great pick. CJ Allen, good pick. Colton Hood, good pick. Casey Concepcion, great pick. Denzel Boston, that would be kind of dirty on the Patriots. Avian Terrell, 32nd overall in the first round. This is just slop. I'm giving you a C. I'm giving CBS Sports. What's the guy's name that did this mock draft? I'm giving this dude a C. Garrett Podell, count your days, buddy. Count your days, buddy. Let's see what he does for the Green Bay Packers. He better not give me some slop. Chris Johnson. Okay, that's a good pick. Darrell Jackson. Good pick. So why are we giving the Green Bay Packers great picks, but we are giving the Chicago Bears utter slop? Okay. We got a lot to look through, so I'm going to skim through the NFL Network ones. Mendoza. Reese. Bailey at 3. That's an interesting pick. Jeremiah Love, that makes sense. Sonny Styles at 5. Okay. Francis Mauinoa. No. Hang on. I almost said thank you. Where is the wide receivers with the top 10 picks? Yes, the wide receiver thing is deep, so you can make more adjustments, but still, come on. But Carnell Tate to the Washington Commanders is not that bad. Reuben Bain at 8. Mansour Delane at 9. Caleb Downs at 10. Mekhi Lemon at 11. Interesting. I actually really like this lineup. Jamal McCoy at 12. Okay. Omar Cooper Jr. at 13 is a reach. Sorry. It is. Spencer Fano at 14. Safe pick. Akeem Mesidor makes sense. Jordan Tyson. Sure. Monroe Freeling. Great pick for the Lions. Okay. That's a 10 out of 10 pick for the Lions. 18, Dylan Thieneman, 10 out of 10 pick. Kenyon Sadiq, love it. Kendrick Falk, great pick. Vega, awesome pick for the Steelers. Caden Proctor is a Charger. Dog. Ty Simpson. Whoa! Whoa! Ty Simpson? What? Slop. Okay. I'm praying. Casey Concepcion, okay. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm Tebow.
This is the pick I want. This is the pick the Bears need. TJ Parker or anybody on the defense. That's a good pick. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren was still there. But you know what? You got to take, you got to just, you know what I mean? It's all right. Caleb Lomu, Blake Miller, 3 O-linemen off the board back to back to back. Colton Hood to the Dolphins. Denzel Boston and the Patriots. And Cassius Howell to the Seahawks. Okay. I like that. Who is this guy? Rhett Lewis, right? His name is Rhett Lewis? Yeah. 10 out of 10. Love this. A+. This is a good mock draft. Except for Ty Simpson to the Eagles. I think that's just not a good pick at all. Okay. This guy's last mock draft. Whoa. I do not need to hear all that. Mendoza, Reese, Bailey, Love. Okay. Tate, 5th overall. Monroe Freeling at 6. Mansour Delane at 7. Okay, we're shaking it up. Makai Lemon at 8. Wow, 2 wide receivers in the first 10. Kansas City takes Spencer Fano. Really safe to me. Cincinnati Bengals get Ruben Bain. That's dirty. Francis Mawanoa falls to 11 behind Monroe Freeling. Oh. And Spencer Fano? Yikes. Dallas Cowboys get Sonny Styles. That's dirty. Jordan Tyson at 13. Akeem Mesidor at 14. Oh, the Panthers project to trade up. Okay. Bucks take Sadiq. I like that pick a lot. Caleb Downs falls to 16. They get Reese and Caleb Downs. That's dirty. Proctor. Okay, so they don't go with safety. They go with a CB. Vega at 19. Dallas takes Colton Hood. Cooper Jr. goes at 21. Caleb Banks goes at 22. I don't even want to know what they have as the Bears taking. Blake Miller, T.J. Parker. Oh, Lord. Oh. That's a great pick. That is a phenomenal pick. Max Iron Anchor trades back up into the first round. For the 49ers, get Casey Concepcion. Texans reach for Anthony Hill, Denzel Boston. Manuel McNeil-Warren falls all the way to 30. Caleb Lomu and Jadarian Price. I don't know why we're giving this guy the time of day. But this is a good draft. I like this draft. That's nice. NFL Network has not disappointed me yet. Okay, this guy came out with it April 2nd. Okay, Nick. Nick shook. Shook what? About to shake in my boots if he's about to be shaking if he comes at me with some slop. Oh, it's over. I don't want to see the ad, please.
It's pro day.
If he hits me with some slop, it's over. Okay, Fernando Mendoza at 1, David Bailey at 2, Jeremiah Love at 3. That's interesting. Arvell Reese for the Tennessee Titans would be quite literally disgusting. Sonny Styles at 5. Carnell Tate at 6. Okay, Nick! I like what you're doing here. I like what you're cooking up in the kitchen, dog. I like this. Caleb Downs at 7. Ruben Bain at 8. The Chiefs at 9. I'm loving this. This is good. Hang on, we're getting breaking NFL news. Give me a second. Falcons right tackle Caleb McGarry retires after 7 seasons in the NFL. Okay, that's not breaking news, but whatever. Okay, Mansour Delane, Jermon McCoy at 10, Vega at 11. Interesting. The Cowboys take Dylan Thieneman at 12. Ooh. Interesting. Francis Mawanoa. I like that pick for the Rams. Ravens get Spencer Fano, Akeem Mesidor, Makai Lemon. Okay. Cassius Howell at 17 to pair up across from Aiden Hutchinson. I don't hate this. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at 18. I like. This is slop. Wow. Lee Hunter jumps Peter Woods, Caleb Banks, and Caden McDonald to be taken at pick 19. Yeah. Nick, you completely lost me there. Give me a second. Got to answer the call from the Pookie. Sorry about that, gamers. Had to take care of business with the Pookie. back to where we were. Avian Terrell at 20. Monroe Freeling at 21. Omar Cooper Jr. at 22. Blake Miller at 23. Kind of a weird pick, not going to lie. Wow, another O-lineman. Okay, lots of O-linemen coming off the board. And I'm done. Nick, you failed me. Nick, you are shook because you should not have this slop on my screen. Good pick. Jordan Tyson, Kedrick Falk, Caleb Lomu, Kenyon Sadiq, Colton Hood, TJ Parker, Brandon Sissy. Good picks. Why do the Bears get stuck with a slop pick, dude? I'm over it. Your cheeks, brother. All right.
Nice to meet you. I'm Tebow.
Okay, Francis Noah. I'm just going to skip right through these. Noah. David Bailey at 4. Sonny Styles at 5. Browns at 6. Commanders take Love. Carnell Tate goes to the Saints. Ruben Bain is a Chief. Caleb Downs. Mansour Delane. McCoy. Sadiq. Interesting little pick here.
By the way, Notre Dame held its pro day today. Lots of NFL.
I don't care, dude. Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs, Mansour Delane. Okay. Spencer Fano, Akeem Mesidor, Mekhi Lemon, Blake Miller, Dylan Thieneman, Peter Woods. Interesting. Kedrick Falk at 20. Jordan Tyson at 21. Vega at 22. Proctor at 23. Omar Cooper Jr. at 24. Oh, thank you. 25 goes Emmanuel McNair Warren. Ty Simpson. Caleb Lomu. Caden McDonald. Good pick. Avian Terrell, Cassius Howell, and TJ Parker with Colton Hood bringing up the rear. Okay. Davis 3.0. This is a
Start to the
one.
season. Oh, as well.
Mendoza, Reese, Ty Simpson. Wow. That's interesting. David Bailey, Jeremiah Love to the Giants. Interesting. Carnell Tate, Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson, Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs, Kenyon Sadiq to the Dolphins. Interesting. Mansour Delane, great pick. Los Angeles Rams take Francis Noah. Okay, I'm liking this. Caden Proctor, thank God he's not coming to the Bears. Dylan Thieneman, good pick. C.J. Allen, Mekhi Lemon. Okay, I'm liking this. Vega, Monroe Freeling, Caleb Lomu. Bears take Peter Woods. I like that. Not my favorite pick, but definitely a solid one. I like that. To round up the rear is Kedrick Falk, Blake Miller, Caden McDonald, and Colton Hood. Warren, Max, Avian Terrell. Okay, not a bad draft here. Brooks. This is from even earlier, so like, oh my gosh, Jeremiah Love. Who do they have the Bears taking? That's all I really. Maybe I'm throwing a lot higher. Dylan Thieneman, Monroe Freeling, Colton Hood at 20, TJ Parker at 22.
Man, we saw what you did all year. The tape you put on the college
Bears,
ball
okay,
playoff.
Bears take Emmanuel
What else did you
Warren.
want to show
Cool.
the scouts that
And this guy's back from March 17th. I'm not doing this.
We've been
NFL Network, this is not slop, okay? This is actually not that bad. Bears need to focus on defense, and the other picks, not bad. Okay, last pick of the day, last mock draft, and then I'm going to have to turn it off because I'm going to have nightmares from this gosh darn draft. Okay, let's see it. Fernando Mendoza. Okay, good pick. David Bailey at 2. Interesting. Okay, I like that. Francis Noah at 3. Arvell Reese to Tennessee. Interesting. Sonny Styles at 5. Another interesting one. Monroe Freeling at 6. I don't get it. Washington Commanders take Jeremiah Love at 7. New Orleans swipes up Carnell. And Kansas City gets Mansour Delane. Wow. Spencer Fano, okay. Makai Lemon, okay. Jermon McCoy, interesting, at 12. 13, wow, they get Caleb Downs. That's dirty. Ruben Bain at 14 to Baltimore is even more disgusting. Tampa gets C.J. Allen. Jets take Ty Simpson, Caleb Lomu, Dylan Thieneman, Caden Proctor. They get Akeem Mesidor, Vega, Zion Young, Kenyon Sadiq, Jordan Tyson. Bears get Kedrick Fuller. Boom! I'm loving this. Okay. That is basically all I have to say. Yo, be ready for more videos. Thank you for watching. My dogs are going nuts. I gotta go. Like, subscribe. I'll see you soon for some more mock drafts in anticipation for the real draft. And until then, cack out. Hoo, 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 hoo.